Yo, what up? All right. So we got the final part to Ari Shaffir's Jew.
Okay. The final part.
Yes.
Yes, man. You know, as we always say, you know, good things, they always have to come to an end. You know.
Yep. It's been a journey though. It's been an epic journey. I think that out of all the things we've seen, Amazing Racist, the 7-minute shit joke.
Right.
This is some of the best. Some of the best Ari we've seen.
Yeah. Honestly. Yeah, man. From learning to, you know, just you know, from his perspective, and honestly learning a lot about the culture. You know what I mean? You know, it was a great ride. Yeah. And but yeah, his 7-minute shit joke. I think I laughed maybe harder just in that joke, just because I don't know what was going on at that time, but it was hilarious. I don't know.
Talking about shitting on himself.
Right.
That's always funny.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But definitely. But let's go, man. I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
But they are pushing. Dude, I saw this Holocaust footage on the History Channel. They were showing like, because it goes like Shark Week and then Nazi Month. You know? And so I'm like connected to the Holocaust in a way. My dad's a survivor. My grandfather was liberated from a death camp. He was liberated from a work camp. Him and his 2 sisters and his mom survived. Every other one uncle survived, and like 30 others were murdered. So we're connected to the Holocaust. We heard stories about it all the time. So I'm watching this line of Jewish men starved and like going into, I think, a gas chamber. I think that's what it was. So they're going to their death and they're like slowly lined up. And I'm thinking like, dude, if my dad's village was invaded a week earlier, then that's him, that's his grandfather, you know, and this guy's like slowly moving forward. These other Jews are like coming in too, and the first Jew was like, I was here first. They're so pushy. So, all right. By the way, you guys, I'm focusing on Judaism just because it's my religion. It's the one I know most about. You probably know most about that. But I'm just one religion in many religions, right? So what I'm hoping you guys do tonight and this whole week and month and shit, is go home and examine your own crazy shit from your own religion. Because I just don't know all your crazy shit, but I know you have crazy shit.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
I just know very little. What's that one kind of Christian that fucking drowns those people? And you act like that's normal. Baptist, yeah. Guys, that's not chill. I saw it in a movie at 21 years old. It's a fucking religious leader in a wet t-shirt contest in a creek in Kentucky. And then he's standing there up to his wet, and somebody rushes him and he's like, yeah, blah. I got cheese in him. Somebody, yeah, blah. I got cheese in him. It's like Kill Bill, where he's like, who's gonna come at me? And then he just ups it. So he was like, hand me a baby. And I'm like, what? No way. Turn this up. I'm like, nobody's gonna hand this guy a baby. And all these people are like, my baby, do my baby. I thought they were gonna start throwing babies at him like fucking Trump in Puerto Rico with the towels. And he gets a baby, I don't know what he said. He was like, yeah, whatever. By the power of Grayskull, oh, he's got cheese in him. I love my jaw. Yeah, so you guys got crazy shit too. But none of what you got is as crazy as this thing. This comes from Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism. And there's a book in there called the Zohar, which is the most out there mystical book there is. Like it's out there. And they tell you not to study it because it's about ghosts and the afterlife and shit like that. Most of Judaism is honestly just how to live your day-to-day life. Like how to love your wife. We do respect our wives. You just can't participate, but you gotta respect your wife. How to love your wife, you know, how to keep kosher, what happens if a goy hams up your soup, you know, all that stuff. And the Zohar is like, why bother? And it drove men insane to study it. Like, so they say you're not supposed to study it until you're 35 and married. But I saw it on a shelf in my yeshiva in Jerusalem. And I was, you know, Jews are inquisitive. We're nosy on 2 fronts. I was like, nobody's looking. I'm like, fuck it, I'm cracking it. I opened it up. I thought ghosts were gonna fucking fly out, like, you know, like one of those Harry Potter books. It's just a book, it's just a book. So I read it, and I read one passage before they found me and stopped me, and it was it's about masturbation. And I got lucky. So you know how you're not supposed to masturbate in like every religion? There's not one religion. It's like, no, go for it. It feels awesome. Why wouldn't you do it? Of course masturbate. Look how long I made your arm. design. I went from scratch. I went exactly thumb on top on both hands. Come on. No, don't touch it. Every religion is like, don't touch it. So in the Zohar, it says, when you are masturbating, when you do masturbate, what happens is, unbeknownst to you, a demon woman comes into the room. I know. And she rides you. She fucks you. You can't see her or feel her. So calm down, incels. And she rides you, and then when you come, it goes into her, and she gets pregnant. And then this is all real shit, dude. Well, whatever. I mean, none of this is real shit, but it's as real as Adam and Eve. And she rides you, and she gets pregnant, and she goes off to this nether region. Like, it's not heaven or hell or earth. It's just like this in-between. It's kind of like Stranger Things, the Upside Down. And she goes and has your baby. And the next time you masturbate, she comes back, and she rides you again. Might be a month later, it's probably like 20 minutes later. And every single time you masturbate, the same demon lady rides you. And every single time, she gets pregnant. She might be Latina. Tough to say. They didn't really have that in the Old Testament, but the signs point to that's what they were saying. And all through your teens, you're just whipping out these demon kids. Just kids. Through your 20s, kids. These demon kids you have. Oh, and it describes the kids. And they are fucked up. Yeah, not only because they grew up in a single-parent household. Yeah, that can mess with any child. It's worse than that. They're mutants. Describes them. They're half demon, half human. So they're all like deformed. They got like one short leg, one short arm, like 18 eyeballs going on their side. Oh, and they hate you. Yeah, because I guess somebody told them if you just waited and fucked a regular human, they could have been a regular boy or girl. You couldn't wait, could you, degenerate pieces of shit?
Oh my God!
Inside-out sock on the floor, and you're like, I'm gonna make a little demon baby right now. Yeah, by the way, none of this applies to women. You guys can jill off all you want, scot-free. Yeah, enjoy your first taste of female privilege. But for the men, when we're producing these fucking demon babies, we're like, I hate daddy! Somebody else like, what are you talking about, daddy? Like, yeah, I hate daddy. I hate him too. Blank. And then 2 more pop up because you couldn't sleep on a Monday. What is this? Daddy did it. I hate him. All through your 30s, kids. Your whole life just whipping out these demon babies. Till you're 90-something years old, you know, and you're like, I think I'll masturbate one more time. I haven't masturbated in 15 years. My Parkinson's will help me with this. And then you get one drop, doesn't matter, kid. And then you die. Everybody dies, right? At some point you die. You wake up, it's the afterlife. And then you're like, is that the afterlife? I knew it. I knew there's an afterlife. Is that heaven? Can I get in? They're like, well, this is what they tell you. Like, you can come in. Before you do, you have to go meet your kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they make you meet them. And you'll be like, what kids? They don't have any kids. And they'll be like, you have so many kids. Oh my God. Oh, my favorite part of the job. Dude, it says here in college you made 11 per week for 4.5 years. So, they point you to this house, the demon lady's house. And you go over there, and you knock on the door. The demon lady opens the door, and you're like, hello? And she goes, oh, hello, mister.
You're Latina.
Hey, Mr. Ari, you have to meet your kids? Yeah, I guess so. She opens the door, and there's an army of them. You have no idea how many times you masturbated. It's so many. And they're all just walking around like Walking Dead, you know? They don't say anything. And then one of them finally is like, Daddy? And they all look like, Daddy's here! And they all start coming at you like, why, Daddy? Why can't I be a real little boy, Daddy? I want to live, Daddy! We want to live, Daddy! Yeah, it's a fucking horror movie. Very unsettling. Here's the cool part. That is negative. Here's the cool part. You don't have to take care of them. Yeah, you still got to go to heaven. It just for real ruins the vibe that first week. You know? You meet your like loved ones, your grandparents, like, Ari, like, I need a minute, guys. Whoa. So anyway, let's take one last one that we overlap a little bit, Jews and Christians. And actually, Muslims have this one too. Almost every religion has this. The flood, Great Flood. You know, you guys remember that one? Where God fucking killed everybody. It was way worse than COVID. COVID to the 9/11th power.
Damn.
Fucking bad news, man. So now, at the end of the rain, God sends a sign to let us know that there will never be another great flood. You guys know what that sign is? The rainbow. Yeah, you guys remember this. The rainbow. The rainbow is God's way of saying, hey, sorry about that one time. I overreacted for sure. You guys are wicked, but I went way too far. I'm sorry. So here's some pretty colors. Even Stevens. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you guys know why God drowned everybody. They were wicked. The world's full of wicked people, but it was specific kind of wicked. Does anybody know it? Sodomy is right. Sodomy is the answer. There's a few different discussions of it, but sodomy is a big one. Butt fucking, if you don't know what sodomy is. The world is full of butt fuckers. And God hates butt fuckers, everybody. Yeah, I do not. I have no problem with all butt fuckers. I have butt fucker friends. I voted for butt fucker rights in California. Yeah, it was not called out on the ballot, but it would have been less confusing. Yeah, I've been a butt fucker, actually. Yeah, like 10 times. 9 times on purpose, 1 time, doggy style mishap. Yeah, I was like, this feels different. She goes, yeah, does it feel different? I bet it does. Yeah, but I'm not God. God does not like genocide, but he hates butt fucking. You know, genocide, he's like, I'm not even getting involved. Kind of needed you there on that one, but okay. Butt fucking, he's like, I'm gonna do something about this. And back then, in Bible times, there were whole cities devoted just to butt fucking. For real. Sodom and Gomorrah, have you ever heard of Sodom and Gomorrah? Now, what do you think they did a lot in the city of Sodom? They did sodomy, you guys. They did so much butt fucking, they named it after their town. That's how you know something is big in a place. When they name it after Buffalo Wings. We all know where those came from. You know, in Hamburg, Germany, they have these flat beef patties on a bun. And they're like, what should we call these delicious Hamburgian flat beef patties? So everybody knows they're from here. Yeah, hamburgers. And then 2 towns over, in Cheeseburg, they put their own spin on it. Stupidest joke I've ever written in my life. Legitimately, like 20 years, I'm a fucking moron. In Sodom, they're just butt fucking all the time. They're like, we're the best butt fuckers around. And they're like, what should we call this? So everybody knows we started that here. And somebody's like, how about we call it sodomy? And we was like, yes, sodomy. I'll butt fuck to that. Guys, we're not butt fucking, we're sodomy. Oh, they excelled at butt fucking in Sodom. I don't know what they did in Gomorrah, but I guarantee you it was some dark shit. Yeah, the last thing you want is to get Gomored. But here's the deal, the flood, the Great Flood, it's about 1,000 years before Sodom and Gomorrah. And back then, it wasn't 1 or 2 butt fuck towns. They were all butt fuck towns. And God hated it, man. It drove him crazy. He'd pace up and down to his God house going, these fucking butt fuckers. It's not what I want for the butt. The only fuck where piss and blood comes out. And then Mrs. God was like, come to bed. There's no Mrs. God, by the way. I did make that up. But if there was, she'd be like, just tell them how you feel. I'd be like, you're so smart, baby. So he went to all the towns, right? He went to the whole world. He told them. He was like, guys, can you please stop butt fucking? And they were just not receptive at all. They were like, we'll never stop butt fucking. This is who we are. You're actually being culturally insensitive, to be honest. Get with the times, man. It's negative 8,000. A lot of people fucking butt fuck at this point. He's like, really? All of you butt fuck? Like, yeah, man, we all butt fuck. Get over it. Oh, actually, that's not true. That's not true. There's that one guy up on the hill. Old Noah. Vaginal only Noah. That's what we call him. This fucking nerd. He never butt fucks. All he ever does is just raw dog in the puss. Ugh. Disgusting. They ridiculed Noah. They made his life a living hell. They really were really mean to him. They made him register as a sex offender. Can't be around our good butt-fucking kids with that crazy satanic raw dog and the puss shit you're pulling. So Noah lived by himself on the mountain with his puss-having wife. And that's where God found him. And he goes, Noah, is it? Or he goes like, Noah, is this true? That you just raw dog in the puss? And Noah was like, by the way, guys, I hope you understand. I'm paraphrasing a lot.
You don't say.
I don't want anybody thinking there's a word-for-word translation tonight. The facts are all there, but the lingo is updated, I would say considerably. It was more like, what is that? It'd be like, the Lord saith unto Noah, dost thou not tap the ass of thy neighbor? But Noah's like, dude, I like the vagina. And God's like, isn't the vagina great? He goes, yeah, you nailed it with the vagina. It's your best invention, by far. They hit it off, God and Noah, on the love of pussy, for real. That's all they talked about for like 2 weeks. You know that creepy guy in the bar that's like, I love pussy so much? You're like, dude, fucking stop, I don't know you. That's God and Noah, that was their whole relationship. They traded pussy stories and pussy secrets. At some point, God was like, hey, Noah, you ever tried a wet vagina? And Noah's like, dude, wet vaginas are my favorite kind of vagina. It slips right in. You just gotta lick it a little bit. And God's like, borderline behavior. Maybe don't ask, don't tell on that. That's pretty gross. And then this is my favorite part of the story. This didn't make sense to me as a kid when I first heard it. I guess God goes, well, Noah, on account of our experience, just raw dogging in the puss, you should be a zoologist. But anyway, then you know what happens. It starts raining. And I always remember the story as God told Noah to keep it quiet, you know, keep it in the DL, so they don't build boats or anything. But I remembered it wrong. I had to go look it up. On that trip to Berlin, I also ended up going to Israel. First time in like 25 years. And I went to my old yeshiva, and it's exactly the same. My old rabbi was there. It's like late 80s now. Sort of remembered me, but not really. He was like, what do you do now? I'm like, I'm a stand-up comedian. And he goes, that means nothing to me. All he wanted to know, he goes, do you still use the teaching? And I was like, actually, yeah, lately. Quite a lot. And he goes, do you want to learn something? I'm like, yeah. So we went to the Beit Medrash, we opened up this passage, and we learned it. And it turned out God told Noah to warn everybody else. Because he loves his creatures, right? So he wanted to save them. Not all religion's stupid. Like, it's a good lesson. Like, especially in this day and age, when everyone's like, you have views different than mine. Like, write them off. God would say, no, go talk to them and try to get them back. Don't just write them off, you know? So that Noah, he told to do that. I would have loved to have heard that conversation. You know, Noah, a good man, going into town, is like, guys, I need to talk to you. And they're probably like, nah, I didn't talk to you. Fuck off, dork. Oh, what are you going to talk about? Oh my goodness, vaginas. We're not interested. Sell it somewhere else, loser. And Noah was just like, why do you guys hate me so much? I'm like, because your dick smells like pussy, faggot! Real dick smells like assholes, you fucking queer! Get the fuck out of our town! And I was just like, fucking whatever, fine, goodbye. Enjoy the weather, by the way. Looks like rain out there. And then it started raining. You know the story. It started raining more and more and more. You know, first it probably came into their ankles. People in town's like, man, ain't gonna stop a good butt fucking. Probably had special traction shoes for butt fucking in the rain. But then it kept raining more and more until they all drowned. All the butt fuckers, they all drowned. Even the 2-year-olds. Enjoy church on Sunday if you're going. That's who you're praying to. Child murderer God. So then, with all the buttfuckers gone, God was like, mission accomplished. Never have to do that again. So, now he sends a sign to let us know that he'll never send another great flood. And that sign... that sign is the rainbow. The rainbow, the number one gay sign in the whole world. The rainbow's on every gay flag across the globe. Every gay bar, they all use the rainbow. I always thought it was just because of pretty colors. Nah, dude, nah. It's a message from the homosexual community right to God. And they're telling them, plain as day, they're letting them know, hey, dude, we told you a long time ago. And we'll tell you every time, we're never gonna stop that fucking. Thank you very much, everybody. You guys are great.
Good job, Ari.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be the first special that I've ever seen, you know, lit up by like a million candles on stage, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot of candles.
Yeah,
It must have took a long time.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended it with Sodom and Gomorrah. And Noah.
Yeah, I always thought that was interesting about the, you know, about that tale, you know what I mean, from Adam and Eve, and you know them being the first two people, and then people already being in Sodom, you know what I mean, like it's you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you know, but you know that's all part of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just like the, you know, the story like the Cabal. What do you say? The demon person would ride you and. And you have a whole bunch of deformed kids and that.
Nigga, that is scary as hell. That made me think about how many kids I got up there.
He said that book drove people crazy if they read it before they were 35. What is it?
Nigga, this nigga's talking about the... What's that book from Marvel?
Oh, man. I couldn't even tell.
From Wanda. He talking about some spells.
Right.
Right, shit.
Right. That's funny, man.
Yeah, them kids would scare the fuck out of me.
Oh, yeah.
If that was real, if that's real,
So they all hate you.
they all hate you. That's sad.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, man, I definitely wouldn't try to read that book at all. Would have left that one unread, you know.
Yeah, you probably, yeah.
Maybe it's much, you know. He
There's
said that
some
was the
interesting
part
shit.
he read. Yeah, you know what I mean? I imagine there were some other interesting things in there. But,
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's all stories.
yeah.
But is there any truth to the stories?
I don't think so, man, because if there was, you know, there'd be demon babies out there. You know, not demon babies out there, but there'd be demons. These men would have demons riding them.
Well, it could be happening. We don't see the babies until we die. We still get to go to heaven.
I think they would record. I think it'd be recorded right now if that shit was happening.
If what? If we went to if we before we went to when we died we saw our
No,
babies.
I'm talking about if you're when you're masturbating, you're getting rid by a demon that comes and takes your seed to the after. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying shit like that. The demon would be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Would the demon be seen?
I believe so. If it was real.
Yeah, I think
Right.
if there was a demon,
right.
it probably have other powers than just being able to ride a nigga.
Right.
I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
I guess that's a cool demon, you know?
It's not a cool demon. Demon broke my house and raped me. It's a rape. That's not consensual. That is a rape. Then you took my baby. Jesus Christ. Look at that demon. What kind of demon is that?
Oh, man, yeah.
Now, if it's a fine demon, I wonder what the demon looks like.
Oh, Jesus. Man. Yeah. But either way, the story is embellished. This is not something that's not real, you know. But meant to, you know, keep men from touching themselves in that religion.
Yeah.
At that age, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, you hear that's just like the story of if you beat your meat, you go blind. I've heard all kind of shit, all kind of stories.
I think
Your
I've
meat will fall
heard that
off if you
before.
beat it too much.
Like,
Yeah, I've been told a lot of shit throughout the years growing up. Like,
Yeah,
nigga, don't beat your meat.
Okay.
You know, I heard a lot of shit to try to keep it from. But you know, I've come to realize that all of them were just stories.
Right.
to scare me. Just like, but that is the most scariest story I've ever heard.
Yeah.
If that was told to me when I was 9, 10 years old, 11, I'd have been like, okay,
Right.
I'm never touching myself.
Right.
Not even in the shower. But demon babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, man. That nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Might be
Tales
the
are just
special
some
of the
type
year.
Yeah, I think so. I think so,
Special
right
of
up
the
there.
year.
We saw some good ones.
We
Definitely.
did see some good ones.
Definitely. This one, right up there with Andrew Schultz. Right up there with,
I think this one's better than Andrew Schultz,
okay.
in my humble opinion.
Yeah. This one was good. This was a good one. This was definitely.
You know, and I like Shane Gillis too.
Yeah, Shane Gillis was funny as hell.
I like Mark Norman
Yeah, Mark Norman.
very much.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I may have laughed more at them, but I think this one I enjoyed more.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. Yeah, a great gang of comedians. Like, you can always catch them together too. I've seen them on Joe Rogan all together. I've seen them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, those dudes are, all one of a kind.